What's good, guys? Welcome back to another video. Took the last few days off because I flew my family out to where I am. Had a few days for the Lunar New Year. Crazy meaningful. Been trying to get them out for like a couple of years now, and this is the first trip we've had together. And yeah, it just means a lot. It was very special. But now let's get back into the action, starting things off with Bitcoin. And based off the preliminary kind of analysis that I've taken a look at so far, it has been really rough for every one of you that was still hanging around on Bitcoin during, the last few days, because if you just take a look at the chart, like on a very preliminary sense, this is crazy, like it's rangy. And if there's one thing you know about the system is that it does not perform particularly well in ranges. So yeah, today we have a bullish daily bias and we're supposed to be looking for longs, but at the same time, like I've said this before, but the opportunity within ranges comes from the range low and the range high. You ideally don't want to be diddling in the middle. Now, not to say that you cannot trade towards the long side today, but we're just going to have to see once we hop into the lower timeframes. So as far as the lower timeframes go, we definitely have some sort of a bullish CISD that just got confirmed literally in the last hour. So that does put me at ease for some sort of a bullish trade today. And so now this changes the play, because now there is a possibility for us to take some sort of a bullish trade. I think there are going to be a couple of levels that we want to pay attention to. Keep in mind today we have news at both 8:30 a.m. and as well as 9:45 a.m. So the ideal trading time today is going to be from 7:30 a.m. all the way up to about 11, basically the hour before news to the hour after news. So that will be the ideal time where you're going to want to look for price to come into either one of these levels here, and for price to just give a CISD towards the upside. Whether or not that's going to happen, like, I will kind of update you guys on Twitter, as I usually do, if I happen to be on the charts, which in the last few days I was not. So far, though, price action looks pretty bullish. The only kind of like concern that I have at the moment is that, yes, price seems to be bullish. At the same time, you're coming into these relatively equal highs. If you take a look at the 1 hourly chart, you are most definitely, bearish. And usually when you're bearish, you have some sort of a sell side objective that you need to take out, in which case it's over here at $65,000. You have not taken out that $65,000 level yet. And that is not even the major concern, which, like, right now, if you just, sweep these highs and you start dumping from here, it wouldn't even be that surprising. So as far as the probability of today goes, like, I had like on a scale of 1 to 10, where 10 is like, yeah, absolutely, today's an A+ day. You just want to take advantage of it. Today's definitely not on there. Like, I would say it's closer to like a 6.5, maybe 7.5, but I don't think it's too much higher than that, just because, like, we are overall, like, yes, we have a bullish daily bias, but this is overall still in some sort of a downtrend, as you can see right now. And besides that, you are also dealing with the fact that price seems to be going for some sort of sell side objective. Now, this could completely just blow up in our faces, and price is not going to go for the sell side objective. It's going to just keep the relatively equal lows just to tease us, and then it's going to go for the buy side liquidity and then come back down. In the event that that happens, we're still going to trade the system as is, meaning, like, just because we think that there is a risk that price is going to do this is not supposed to stop us from taking a trade if it presents itself. And in this case, once you get closer to that news window, if the trade presents itself, then yeah, absolutely, take the trade. I'm going to be looking to do so. I'm going to post it on Twitter if I do. But otherwise, for now, let's get into Ethereum real quick. Ethereum is also just looking really, really choppy. Over here, you have a couple of relatively equal lows. So again, I do expect this level to get taken out first before any sort of further development. As far as the 1 hourly chart, it is not looking as strong as Bitcoin, because on the same Bitcoin chart, you're already forming a CISD above that level, but on Ethereum, you are not. So, yeah, I'm definitely still leaning towards Bitcoin. Like, I would lead towards Bitcoin for a long, just because, like, it's looking relatively stronger compared to ETH. I would potentially prioritize ETH for a short, but honestly, Bitcoin just seems to be the more high probability one. At least on ETH, you have, just a clear CISD type of level. It doesn't even need to be that. As long as you get that CISD around that news window, it's already good enough. But again, like, I'm pointing out in short on ETH at the moment just because of how weak it looks compared to Bitcoin. And on Bitcoin, we're pointing out a long because, well, we have a bullish daily bias. Solana, whoa, okay. Solana looks promising on the 5-minute chart. In terms of the daily, what are we looking at? So highs have been swept. You only have one high and you only have one low. Technically two now. So Solana looks a bit more clean compared to Ethereum at the very least. Right now, you could potentially be looking for some sort of a fib retracement. Yep, that's the 705, and then you've bounced straight out of the 705. So that is a really positive sign. It shows you that there is strength returning back into Solana. So we'll definitely prioritize this for a long side trade rather than a short side trade, just because of how much stronger this looks, especially compared to Ethereum. A couple of blue blocks here that you want to pay attention to is right there. That is, like, in the event that you retrace into either one of these, you're just going to want to look for some sort of trade towards the upside. And the ideal trading time is going to be during news. Now, one of the only other things that I would like you to keep in mind is that the other asset classes actually look pretty clean today. But, like, yeah, I'm not going to get too much into that. Just keep in mind, like, if there's any updates, I'm going to post it on Twitter. Feel free to follow me there. And if you'd like to get access to, like, the full 6-hour-long recording of like a free masterclass that I did breaking down this exact system that has gotten me about a 75% win rate over the last year of consecutively, just publicly documenting the trades, feel free to click the link in the description down below. Otherwise, have a great weekend, and I hope to every one of you that are watching that celebrates Lunar New Year, let me know in the comments down below. I would really love to see how many people that celebrate Lunar New Year that actually follow me, because I do, and would be cool if you guys had a great time as well. Cheers.